Hello everyone. What I'm going to do today is show you why I think Alibaba has bottomed using Elliott Wave Theory on the Hong Kong exchange chart, the 9988, okay? So let's go ahead and break this down. What I believe I see here is a 1 through 5 impulsive move with a massive ABC structure. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this down on the smaller time frames. What I can see here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is respecting the majority of the rules. And the rules are is 3 cannot be the shortest length, okay? And if we look, 3 is actually the same length as wave 1. And the rule says if wave 1 and wave 3 are the same length, then wave 5 is typically the extended wave, which is what we see, the longest wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 does not go into the realm of wave 1. And then what we have is a massive ABC correction for accumulation. So the larger degree ABC is here. Okay, let's look at wave 1 or wave A to the larger degree. We have an ABC structure, or you can do an ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whichever way you want to see it. But this is an ABC structure, right? Then we have a massive ABCDE, A, B, C, D, E, B wave, which then caused our breakdown from the high of 100 or $98 to start of the C wave. So let's go ahead and break this down. What I see in this massive C wave, which makes me believe we've bottomed, is this. We have an ABC structure, A, ABC, B, ABC structure with an ABCDE B wave, right? So this is the A wave of the C wave. Then we have an ABC wave for wave B, and then we have for C wave, we have ABC, another ABCDEF, which let me go ahead and do this to make it a little bit easier for you to see. ABCDE for the B wave, and then a finishing ABC structure into weekly demand and a gap fill, right? Over here, there was a weekly demand and a gap fill. Here's the huge gap. It didn't fill completely, but it did fill the majority of it. And if we look on the volume profile of all this consolidation, that is the value area low, 64. Where did we bounce? Right there, 64, right? So this looks good. Now let's see about a bullish count, right? What I can see here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E, 4, 5. That would be wave 1 to a smaller degree. Then we see an ABC. Then we see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which this would be wave 3, right? But this is wave 1 of wave 3 because typically wave 3 is the extended wave. So let's try to forecast this being the extended wave. If this is the extended wave, which I believe it is, we have a 1 through 5 structure for wave 1 of wave 3. Now we have a wave 2, ABC, right? ABC, which is wave 2 of wave 3. Then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go on the smaller time frames so this is a little bit easier to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now we have an ABC structure. Okay, now the question is, this is right here, this is our thesis. For this thesis to be playing out, we cannot trip the low of $69. And remember, this is a $2 difference. So this is the Hong Kong exchange. Typically, this is $2 cheaper than the US exchange. But this is the question here, right? Is this an ABC of an A structure so that ultimately it looks like maybe this and we double bottom? Because realistically, if you think about this, this is wave 1, right, of wave 3. So wave 2 of wave 2 can retrace all the way 100% of wave 1. So technically, we have $69 as our line in the sand for this entire structure to play out. Or is this already an ABC structure right? An ABC structure, and we're starting to get something of some type of five-wave structure to the upside. I don't know. There's not enough. The chart hasn't developed enough for me to come to this conclusion. But at this point, what I do is I have a trade idea. And this trade idea is a risk of 4%. 4% of an entire bottom of BABA. Okay. Now, there is a situation where this could be a huge ABCDE or a wave 4, right? Maybe this is a wave 4. Let's do a larger time frame. Maybe this is a wave 4 and we do one more leg down, right? That's possible. But based on the micro count that I have, this looks like a very probable outcome with the thesis of $69 as the line in the sand. Okay, so that's on the American exchange, it's about 71, a couple percent lower than what we already are. But really, you can't look at the American exchange. You got to look at the Hong Kong exchange, as I can see the count a lot more effectively through the Hong Kong exchange. So I think that line in the sand of 69 is it. And if we can, as long as we can hold that, we have a bullish thesis here. We have a bottoming of BABA, Alibaba, finally. That would be amazing. So we have a lot of divergences on all time frames. Uh, China is looking good. Their CPI inflation changed. I did a video on China in general, but this is more specific to Alibaba. So this is my trade idea. I'm going to take some 2025 call options probably tomorrow with a stop loss below the 69. America does have FOMC meeting Wednesday. So that's around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think that's going to be a market mover. NVIDIA also has a major news catalyst. I think it's tomorrow. So the market can really pick a direction, but it really looks like it's a high probability that China could be breaking away and diverging from the US market. And this is the trade thesis that I have for Alibaba. So take a look at it, see what you think. The counts are all there, you know. It looks plausible, it looks realistic, and the risk that we're looking at here is, 4% to the downside to a bottoming for a long-term trade. You can do a lot more shorter-term trades if you'd like, which has a lot more gas in the tank. All these pivot highs, that's from here to here. That's a pivot high that's 16%, that's 28%, and that's 37%. So you're looking at a risk of 4% to get any of those above percentage gains. So let me know what you think. If you like the trade idea, then go for it. It's not mine. It's just one that I'm showing everyone, and have a good evening.